What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so I've been planning to make this video for a while, but given today's news, it seems that now is the perfect time to finally make this video. But before we get things started, if you're into Nintendo or Nintendo Switch 2 content and you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments section. So this morning, Sony announced that there will be yet another price increase to the PlayStation 5. It says prices effective starting April 2nd, 2026. It says with continued pressures in the global economic landscape, we've made the decision to increase the prices of PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, and PlayStation Portal remote player globally. We know that price changes impact our community, and after a careful evaluation, we found this was a necessary step to ensure that we can continue delivering innovative, high-quality gaming experiences to players worldwide. The updated recommended retail prices for PlayStation 5 consoles are effective starting April 2nd as follows. For all other territories, please check your local retailer or direct PlayStation.com where it is available. So in the United States, the regular PlayStation 5, the one with the disc, will be $649.99. The digital version will be $599.99. And the PlayStation 5 Pro will be $899.99. $900. And this is something that is unprecedented, because this system has been out nearly 6 years. It's been out nearly 6 years. And its base console that came out 6 years ago is $150 more than it was in 2020. Add to the fact that there's been deals throughout the years up to what was that, like 3 years ago? The PlayStation 5 was $350 during Black Friday. And now we're at where the base PlayStation 5 is $650. Which brings me to the point of this video. When Nintendo came out with the Nintendo Switch 2, it came out with a slightly higher price than people were thinking, because Nintendo factored in tariffs before deciding the price of their system. And thus far, they have been able to not increase the price of their hardware. While Microsoft and Sony have had multiple increases, Nintendo, hardware-wise, in terms of their new system, have been able to keep their system the same price. Now, do I believe that the Switch 2 could go up in price in the future? Of course. But I think that if Nintendo could some way keep from doing that, that is going to change the entire landscape of this next generation and current generation. Now, while yes, it's a big possibility that the Switch 2 could go up in price, it would be nice if they didn't. I mean, they could always use that extra profit from overcharging on Pacopia and use some of that extra money and the money that they're going to be pulling in from this gargantuan Mario Galaxy movie to help keep those costs at bay. But if the Switch 2, if Nintendo can keep the Switch 2 at its current price, or even if it went up, just not go up as much, not only is the Switch 2 going to dominate the systems out, but it's going to dominate the newer systems that come out, such as the PlayStation 5 and such as this Xbox PC or whatever it ends up being called. Because if they're increasing the prices of the PlayStation 5 to this level, that means that the PlayStation 6, when it inevitably comes out either next year or 2 years from now, it's going to have to be at least $799. Given these price points, I'm guessing it's going to at least be $799, and that might be a stretch. I do believe that Sony, or at least before this price increase, I did believe that Sony would try to not exceed that price point no matter what, because they know that looks crazy. But after this price increase, who knows? But if Nintendo can somehow find a way to keep this price point that they have now, it's going to change the game. And not only will it change the game, the Switch 2 may actually be some people's last game console that they ever buy. And the reason for that is because these game consoles are starting to price people out. There's a lot of people out there that are never, ever going to pay $800 or more for a game console, no matter what. No matter what. And then add the fact that the economy and everything is crazy right now. Even before that, people wouldn't pay $800 for a console. And now, with how bad things are, with how the cost of everything going up, how many people are broke, expecting them to pay $800, $900 plus for a game console, especially after the PlayStation 5 has thus far failed to kind of deliver, and then you're expecting them to pay $800, $900 or more for a PlayStation 6? No. The Switch 2 may end up being some people's last game console that they ever buy, simply because people are starting to get priced out of the market. And if Nintendo can keep their price or a similar price throughout this generation, they will be a lot of people's last and only game console. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section.